Hey everyone, this is your host, Kaylee, and welcome to, I have the script, and welcome to our Sanctuary podcast. In this episode, we will be talking about, let me turn to the page that we're talking about. We're going to be talking about my story, and I hope you will enjoy. For those of you who are just tuning in, our Sanctuary podcast is a series where I talk about my journey through mental health, physical fitness, and spirituality. This podcast was established to create a safe place for me and everyone to share our stories as well as inspire others. And with that, let's get started. Disclaimer before we begin. I am not a professional, and in no way do I pretend to be. This podcast is me being vulnerable and sharing my own journey, hopefully making a safe place for others to do the same. If you try something I've said has worked for me and it doesn't turn out for you, that's okay because everyone is different, and I genuinely hope you find something that helps you. So, yes, I'm reading from a script. As you can see, none of this is edited. We love it. I honestly, I love being raw and authentic and real for you guys, but also I can't edit my own videos for some reason. Can't figure it out. But, anyways, here we go. Here's the hook. I may have wasted 2 years of my life on college. And here's the thing. So, here's the thing is, that sounds so negative, and overall, of course, I can go into the negativity of it. I can do that, honestly, but, oh, what do I say? Because, yes, there's negative connotation to that, but there's also positive. So, if you know me, I'm a people pleaser, and I'm trying to grow from that and not be people pleaser anymore. It didn't help that I graduated in COVID, so I just kind of fell into what everybody told me would be a good idea. And obviously I did it, I committed to it, I paid for the education, and here I am now. And I'm realizing that actually I don't want to do what I went to college for. I want to be authentic to who I am. I want to act, I want to sing, I want to be on social media, be a social media presence. And here's me with this podcast also too, trying to do it. So of course, tying into that, I just like the Journey song, just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Yeah, me. I grew up in a small town in Canada, and I've always had big dreams. I remember always putting on my Disney princess costumes and acting like I was the Disney princess, or I would take the time to write scripts in my room of movies where I was a teacher, and I'd line up my stuffed animals and I would pretend to mark tests, and my family took that as a sign that I wanted to be a teacher, but I was acting like a teacher in a movie where I was a teacher. I was I had the imagination. I did. And so uh big dreams, and I decided to listen to everybody else. Now, it's good and it's bad and it's ugly and it's amazing and it's joyful and it's fun. My job right now is helping me. It's helping me financially. It's helping me have something so that I can support my acting career and music career and podcast for the future. Obviously, I am trying to fix my spending habits so that I can fund myself to be able to do everything I want, because of course you guys know me, I want to travel, there's so many things I want to do, and there's so many things I love to do, and that's also reflected on my TikTok where I have so many different videos. But yeah, so I'm gonna get into what nobody likes to talk about, and that's COVID's impact and what it was like for me. So, just quickly, I said I graduated during COVID-19. I did. I'm a 2020 graduate from high school, and I might get emotional, sorry, but I had so much planned for that year. I was going on a spring grad trip with my graduating class, and I was going to be like, I had this summer in Italy I signed up for, and of course it didn't happen, and I was stuck inside at home. I think I literally remember just crying a lot. I cried a lot. I still sometimes cry talking about it, and I think the only reason why I'm not crying right now is that it's me alone in my room filming this, and I'm not talking to anybody else. Of course, I'm talking to all of you guys, but point in case. It's been a rough ride, honestly, the past 5 years, because at first you had COVID, you had to stay in, and I mean, it allowed me to grow closer with my parents and my sister, but at the same time, once COVID ended, we were all at a really weird place. Like, how do we go back to normal life? And I didn't know what I wanted, because I was going to take a gap year and figure out myself and figure out my goals and my dreams. And I was so excited to finally go to Italy, and I was going to go to Florence, and it was a student exchange program, and I was so excited. And like, how do you even to, like, I found out after my parents were gonna buy 2 tickets to go see the BTS concert in Toronto, and like, how do you go from on the cusp of doing so much you want to do, and then just in seconds being told you can't do it anymore? And that mentally really hurt me. And even that took away 2 years of my life. Like, it was 2020 and then it was 2021, and yes, within those 2 years I did do quite a bit. Like, I did spend a year at college doing just open studies and upgrading, and like, it was fun, it was great. I was doing music lessons and I was singing, and so there was things I was doing, but at the same time I felt empty. Like, I feel mentally 2 years younger. I don't know if anybody else feels this, but mentally I still feel 2 years younger than I actually am. I was 17 when I graduated. I turned 18 in the summer, and then I'm 23 now, but I honestly feel way younger. I like it's like my brain is just like, "Oh yeah, you're still young. It's okay." And like, it's okay to mess up. It's okay to not know what you want for the future. And yes, that still applies, but I I like knowing things. I like planning things. And so it, like, 5 years later, oh my gosh, like, it feels crazy when I say that, but 5 years later I'm still like, what am I doing with my life? Because if I would have told, sorry, I'm gonna cry. If I would have told, like, at this time 6 years ago, because I would have been going into grade 12, like, if I would have told my younger self everything that has happened in the past 5 years, my youngest self would probably not believe me. She would say That kind of sounds like something out of a dystopian novel. What do you mean there was a global pandemic and then, like, or not even a dystopian novel, but just like out of a fictional short story or something? She would have not believed me. I was an alien from outer space at that point in that sentence if I would have talked to her right now. And that's hard. Like, everyone I feel like really struggled, but just graduating, like not being able to have a prom and graduating, cuz I was that girl. I was so excited. Canada doesn't really have prom. They more like it's just like a dance, but I was so excited. I was like, finally I get a prom night like I've seen in all of my favorite shows and TV and movies, and and I was so excited, and then to just get dropped off on my school sidewalk, take a picture with a cardboard cutout of my principal, and then grab my diploma off the lawn and get right back in like 10 to 15 minutes in a grad dress. I can't even, it's a parallel experience. And even too, because like I got to go to both of my cousins' graduations, and I, not making it about me, I never actually talked about this to them or to my family, but I spent some time crying after each graduation because, sorry, I wish I got that, to walk the stage. And it also influenced my decision, like when I graduated from college. It influenced me, like I don't feel like walking the stage anymore. Like, I literally said to my mom, I was like, you're not gonna get college graduation photos. Sorry. Like, drama happened, but also just because of that, because I didn't feel not worthy, but I didn't feel like I could. I didn't feel comfortable enough. I didn't feel proud. And that hurts. It really does. And it affects me today, and that's just kind of that's the dark side of the last 5 years. I mean, I've learned a lot, I've seen a lot, I've met some incredible people. My instructors at college were so great. And so I can't say that I came out of the past 5 years with only negative feelings, because I haven't. Definitely learning experience, and has brought me to where I am now and what goals I want for myself. So, yeah. And, like, where am I now? What are my goals? Is a good question. I mean, I graduated college, and now I have to pay back all of that. But, where I am now is definitely not where I want to be. And so, of course, I am happy at where I am now. I'm pretty well off. I have a house to live in. I have, I'm still living at home in the small town I grew up in, and my childhood house, but that's okay. And it's just, another part of my goals is to get enough money to have my own apartment, which would be amazing. So, and like, I definitely, part of me, again, is why I'm starting this podcast. And I mean, if you've seen my TikTok lately, it's my end of the year arc, and I'm doing things every day to try and improve myself. And like workout. Right now I'm on the working out every week portion of my of my stuff. So it's just I honestly, my big goal, here's my big goal. I have, obviously I can talk about my little goals and go on, and that'll be the whole podcast episode plus like 3 others. My big goal is to find myself. And I know that's like it's like, Kaylee, what the heck? That's such a general goal. But I just, like, especially after seeing the last episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, well, the last 2, and she goes to Paris, and she's like, I'm staying because I need to find myself. It's like, okay, yes, valid. I can't do that. But I'm going to find ways here, right now, to find myself. I need to, like, even just in high school. I lost myself in high school, and I was gonna go get her back and go travel, but I ended up just throwing her away over the past 5 years. And so I'm trying to find her, or maybe just make a new me, recreate her or something. I don't know. Like, for me, especially at the end of 2025, it's rediscovery, and it's finding things I love again, and the joy in life. And like, I have been introverted, and I know that deep down I'm not introverted. So it's a struggle between, like, oh, who I actually am, which is extroverted, versus who I act like, which is introverted. And, like, I mean, you guys watching my videos and, like, watching me interact just with the camera, you guys are probably like, oh, like, I would not have thought she's an introvert. I am. So it's easier with it's just me and the camera. I can be myself weirdly. Like, I know probably millions of people could watch this one day. Right now, it's just me and the camera, and I'm myself when I'm by myself, so what's the difference with the camera? Anyways, why does it matter? Why do my goals matter? Why does where I am right now matter? And it matters because the environment you put yourself in and the goals you want to achieve impact everything. They impact your relationships, your mental health, your physical fitness. Like, if you say, I am going to work out 5 days a week, and then you eat a cake 5 days a week, that's like, you tried eating as an exercise for your esophagus, I guess, and your digestive system. Is it beneficial? No. And it matters because when you set goals, you can try to achieve them. And if it's 5 days a week and you only do 2, that's fine. You are working towards it. It matters when you set goals because you're working to improve yourself. And I'm constantly working to improve myself because, I look back at who I was in between, like, elementary and now, and I love her. Of course, I love myself, but I don't particularly like some of the things she'd say or do or, like, act, or some of her hobbies. Like, I mean, I can get into that because binge eating, that'll be another episode. Those who inspire me and my current dreams. I honestly get inspiration out of so much. Those who inspire me right now at the moment, Jennifer Lawrence, 100%. I love Jennifer Lawrence. She's one of my favorite actresses, and I really admire her. Who else? Millie Bobby Brown. It's funny because I'm older than her, but I look up to her. It's like, oh, that's a role reverse, but no, like I honestly think she's great, and she seems really genuine and really nice, and I'd love to meet her one day. Um, Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez are like my obvious two. Like they've inspired me ever since I was little. I've loved them both. I'm like, oh my gosh, I might cry talking about how much I love Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez. This is new. No, it's not, but it's new for camera. Um, but like I love them so much. I grew up with them, and so they always inspire me. And I always said, I always said I want to be like Selena Gomez when I grow up, and so I'm still impacted by her and how much I admire her. BTS, Tomorrow by Together, like they inspire me. Also, Lisa from Blackpink. I really love her. She seems so sweet. Um, who else? I've been getting into actually Mel Robbins. I don't know if anyone knows who she is, but I listen to her podcast, and I'm going to be starting to read one of her books soon, and she's just kind of really inspired me also with different things I can do for my life. My current dreams, obviously, my current dreams that I'm going to turn into goals are so acting, always, singing, always, a podcast host, maybe potentially. I will see. Right now, this podcast is only available on YouTube. So, you guys are getting exclusive episodes. And I am thinking of streaming on Twitch. Not just gaming. Like, I'm gonna have a schedule of, like, oh, gaming days, just chatting days. So if you guys ever want to tune in, like, you're more than welcome to. I'm revamping my social media. So it's not gonna be Forever K anymore. It's gonna be something else. We'll see. But the whole point of for me, like, my social media and everything like that is like an extension of myself. And so if I'm putting in the work to make it look pretty and make it look nice, like my Instagram, I hardly post because, well, I mean, I want it to look nice. Aesthetic. But it's an extension of myself. So genuinely, for me, working hard to like revamp my social media and putting out content that feels like me or more like me, and having fun and building a community of all you guys, to not just support me, I love it, but not just support me, but to support each other. Like, I genuinely want to just spread love and happiness and joy and creativity to everybody who watches my content. And so that's mostly important to me, is just having a community that supports each other. And what my future content might look like is more along the lines of what I want it to look like. Yeah. That's... I don't want to spoil anything. But also, too, because I've been doing my karaoke sessions, I might flip it so that it's part of my Twitch streaming instead of a playlist on my TikTok. So, that's an idea. And what's next? Well, I'm going to be creating more content and being myself. And yeah, streaming on Twitch. Having fun. Most importantly, I've forgotten how it feels to just have so much fun in life, and life should be fun. Like, I want to live, I don't want to survive, and even though right now it feels a lot like surviving, there are things I can do that allow me to live how I want to live at the moment. So, yeah, I'm super, super duper duper excited. Oh, sorry, my phone almost dropped. But, yeah, anyways, that is today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into this podcast. I know it's a little odd to do YouTube video podcasts. I mean, I'm not on Spotify or Apple Music or Audible, and I'm not that fancy with anything. One day I'm going to be posting more on YouTube rather than just a podcast. But we'll see. I'm really excited for the future, and I'm willing to work hard for myself. So, stay tuned for the rest of my story. I didn't start from the beginning, but I started from COVID, I guess. I don't know. And the future is only going to be more exciting. So, tune in, always have fun, always dream, and always have goals. Thank you guys so much. Bye.